Good morning, welcome to a morning outlook on Wednesday the 8th of February. So let's quickly look at any risk events that are going to be out there with us today. Quick look at the calendar. Today would be better than yesterday. Let's just update this. So we haven't got a lot there really. 2:15 we've got FOMC speaker. We've got more than that though. We've got at 2:30 we've got another Fed speaker. We've got an ECB speaker at 3 o'clock. More Fed speakers at 3 o'clock, and then more speakers at 5:30, 6:45. So again, we're just sort of seeing this post Fed meeting, speakers all rolling out and getting their 2 pennyworth in, I guess. Now they can certainly see a bit of volatility, or cause a bit of volatility. I'm just looking at ECB not speaking at 3 o'clock and ECB's Enrina and Elderson speaking at 9 o'clock this morning. So there's plenty of speakers today which could create volatility. Markets are just looking for what next. A bit of the Divri system, split between the hawks and the bears. So let's just look at the technicals then. Technically then, the euro, just looking at this a moment ago, it's probably looking a bit clearer than it was a moment ago. It ended up ranging pretty much most of the day yesterday, and then 5 o'clock, boom, off it went. And now it's just really since then been back and consolidating in that phase. I was just saying, God knows which way this is actually going to go. Maybe we're going to see a continuation of the euro's bigger move. Let's just put it on there, sorry, but it's a mess where it sits at the moment. Possibly got a little, as I say, possibly got the upside in this. If it pushes past yesterday afternoon's highs there, well, that certainly then gives us a higher low and maybe more to go on to whether we're going to see a correction, but an ending to the correction that's sitting there. Okay, pound dollar. So the pound dollar this morning, similar-ish picture, is not the clearest to be reading. It's a little bit further up in terms of the potential higher low here. It's just slightly ahead of the euro in that respect. Just started moving out of this horrible mess that's sitting here. We'll see. Again, it's a pinched whole day. It was quite pinched the previous day, and it's still is today. So not looking the best there. Opportunities, well, the dollar yen here, let's just come out the time frames. We've been in a decent downtrend. It's popped in a pivot swing there on the dailies. It's filled that gap up now yesterday, and on this 4-hourly it's looking like it could be on for its weekly pivot there. Hasn't been hit yet. Looking where it is at the moment, it's sort of bear flag territory. We'll see what happens post 8 o'clock, but it could be coming off here a bit further. Let's just check what sort of level that is running down to. 130.14, does it? 130.16-ish area. 130.16. Okay, that's it's not very far at all. I'm just looking at it looks more than it is, perhaps. We'll see what happens post 8 o'clock, but that's the sort of nearest I've seen to anything yet. Sort of its bear flag picture, bearish engulfing candle. It does look weak. Right, Aussie dollar. It's the same old picture that you're sort of seeing through. It's a little bit more advanced, maybe. It's not. You're saying that it's not yet broken the highs here, so it's similar. Just looking for the higher lows to come through to see if we are on the mend here, if you like, with these markets, if the dollar's going to continue its downward picture. But at the moment, I've not seen. I'm really looking. The nearest thing to be trading there is that US dollar yen. Canadian dollar, this could be a possible as well. It has actually put some lower highs in. It's just put another little lower high in there, breaking its weekly pivot. And well, at this stage, this could be, if it breaks through the S1, it could be breaking through further. It was choppy yesterday, quite ugly, but As I said, it's just a news that came on there. I don't have a lot else looking through at the moment. I did a flick through the cross pairs. I mean, a lot of these are on their way already, and it might be that the cross pairs, there might be something there, but majority of this one, okay, this one's sort of just coming in the bigger picture. This is given the lower high, and maybe the euro pound has more downside. It's not something I normally trade because of high correlation, but it's probably the prettiest one that, oops, wrong bar, there we go, prettiest one that's there. But yesterday afternoon's price action caused such a chop, and has really spoiled the markets at the moment on the Forex side of things. Okay, let's just switch to across and look at gold, and let's start off with oil here. Just come out the time frames first, and well, it looks like it's making a little recovery. We've just seen the Iranian member of OPEC suggesting that prices will go up to 100. Sorry, I'm looking at gold. Let's just get my brain into gear. Gold first. Sorry, I was just talking about crude. We went on to gold. Sorry, this price action here. Yes, trying to make the same sort of recovery. Sorry, you can see it coming up on the dailies there. It's trying to make a sort of recovery. It may be better than others, but it still had the volatility. Right, let's get into my crude mode now. So, Iranian OPEC member suggesting it will be $100. I think there'll be a lot of battles on the way to get anywhere near that, and it may be wishful thinking, but we'll see. But it has had a good old run here. I was looking at it yesterday, and well, ended up just continuing to the upside largely through the morning, pulling off, but later in the evening, or late afternoon, there's 4 o'clock, it's got a shove on. It has put higher lows in. It's in betwixt at the moment, between the R1, the daily pivot. If I was looking on alongside, I'd be looking for it to come into this daily pivot and get a bit of a bounce. So we'll see what develops there. Looking at the equity markets, then very quickly looking at the Asian market, CSI 300. Seems like Groundhog Day. It's almost the same day again then. So the consolidation continues through these markets. It's sold off a little bit on the Nikkei, but pushing up a little bit on the Nifty 50. It's trying again at this. I should really adjust this trend line now, but it's heading, at least trying to push up somewhat. Again, it's at the shorter term putting higher lows in, so there is that potential. Okay, S&Ps high lows, high highs still continue through the daily basis. There's nothing really changed there, just this ugly price action that we saw yesterday, right the way through there. 5 o'clock it flew up and then down and then up again, and a bit of a mess going on there. It really had. I mean, these markets, as the Dow Jones, they're very difficult to try and work out where they're actually going to go from here. And if in doubt, stay out is my general theory of surviving in the Forex indices world. The DAX and the Nasdaq looks just so much better. Higher lows coming through here on the dailies. It has held up better. It had the same old ugly looking move, but recovered from it and continued. But even saying that, it was in a tight old phase leading up to that. So DAX is getting back into its consolidation phases again, with a bullish hint is all I can say. It's already hit its R1. Break back above that, might see it running up to the R2. The prior high's got a reasonable probability of that happening. Otherwise, well, it's a mess. I'd only want to really be on the long side on that market the way it's been moving. Same with the FTSE, would only be looking for longs. I know a lot of people will be looking at these double tops and selling into these tops here. Maybe it will come back a bit more, but it's just an opportunity if it does for the long side. Okay, that's pretty much it for me for this morning. I wish you a great day's trading. Not a great deal. Yeah, didn't catch anything, Miko. Thanks from the speech. No, it's not really changed too much. At one stage he's trying to be sort of a bit dovish and then a bit hawkish, and then it's not the clearest sort of meetings. And I really don't like these phases where we're sitting in at the moment with lots of speakers all suddenly coming out and throwing their hat in the ring, I suppose. But anyway, I wish you a great day's trading. I'll catch you in the morning. So